EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital in FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. A run here for J.D. McKissic. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Working out of the gun. Here's Heineke. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, time to...
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Marcus Golden drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. First carry for James Conner, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll fake it to Conner. Now Murray. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Murray now to throw. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. On the return, Carter. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And some space here. And he will take this all the way down to the Cardinals' 16-yard line. On 1st down, right back to Gibson. And he's able to get this inside the 10 down to the 9. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A handoff for Gibson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
1st and goal from the 3. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. They'll try to run with Gibson. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Gibson again, and he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Isabella now from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. From the 38, Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A CD, he tried to kind of lob that one in there. It looked pretty going through the air. The problem was it was in the air a little bit too long.
Yeah, that's a tough one because for that type of a route and what he tried to do and needed to do, he had to put a little air under it, and the defender was actually able to take advantage of it because it hung up there just long enough for him to get there and take it away.
7 yards, the pickup there. Play action now. Here's Heineke. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver. Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They're going for it. It's Murray. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The first down screen pass, good for 5. 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Heineke. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. 30.
Oh, 10. That's the way to run it, boy.
And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that, in a great play for that defensive unit. Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Heineke. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Heineke. Flushed out right. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. And they're indeed going. Here's Heineke. And he finds McLaurin. The 40. 20. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin as the first half is winding down. And Washington has taken the lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense, as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. Murray now on 1st down. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
To throw again on 2nd down, Murray. And this one is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before half for Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Isabella now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the 2nd half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
First down, Murray. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. On On 1st and 10 is Conner. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Murray giving to Conner on the option. Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Apke, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Heineke to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. Now Murray off play action. Zach Ertz has it complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. On play action, it's Murray. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hopkins. And he's got this down to the 35. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Murray again. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, Murray. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field, going all the way back to the opening drive, and then come up with a pick right there.
2nd and 6. They'll go again with Gibson. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Washington football team. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from Tampa. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Brady now on first down. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Shotgun now for Brady. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now a play fake. Brady. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Brady. This is caught by Evans. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Working from the gun, it's Brady. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Check that. We got Mike 52 right here.
Brady now on 3rd and goal. And it'll be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing, Heineke, flush to his right. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Heineke on first down. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. That catch good for only a couple. No score after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd down now. It's Gibson, and they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's McKissick. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll run with McKissick. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. John Bates, a 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Point after try forthcoming. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando, and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rob Gronkowski there to make the grab. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On 1st and 10, Heineke. Now they go screen. It's complete. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. And the play fake, and now Heineke. To the right side and complete to Thomas. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On 3rd and 1, here's Heineke. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll go. It's Gibson. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Heineke now looking to throw on 1st down. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run. Nice one. Mike 52. Mike 52. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. New Mike 52. Mike 52.
The final shot before half for Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's a tied football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
On first down, Gibson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up with the New York Jets. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon, and we are underway from FedEx Field. First down, Wilson. And his first pass is incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Second and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack.
They go play action now. Wilson. He finds Corey Davis. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Caught here by Griffin. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
On 2nd and 2, Wilson into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road. You're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Working out of the gun. Here's Heineke. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. Steps away to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin there to make the grab. And Washington has taken a first quarter lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From the 31, Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Here's Wilson to throw. Uncorks one for Davis. And that'll be incomplete. Now they took their shot, but the coverage up to the task, and it forces a fourth down.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first two drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Heineke. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Throwing on second and long. Heineke. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Oh, he's going to go for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Jets are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. After the interception, here's Wilson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Wilson. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Wilson. He'll air this one out for Mims. And got his man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Denzel Mims, 70 yards. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
And he'll get in, and they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Heineke escaping the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Heineke. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. 2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7, our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill. This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And that will be incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Now Heineke on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He's got this one completed to Mims. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now Wilson on 1st down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 8. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now Heineke. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
They red zone coverage there and thought there was some space to send their guy right into the middle on a slant, hoping he would get lost. Instead, they read it quite well and closed quickly.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Being in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. So certainly an ball's going to go over on down. On 4th down on the other side leads immediately to a 1st and goal. To throw is Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away.
Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. 3rd and short yardage. Heineke. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. He gets it to Thomas. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. From his end zone, here comes Carter.
And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Heineke.
And Thomas has it. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Heineke now.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
And they'll throw again. Heineke
slings this deep from McLaurin. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
And they're indeed going. Here's Heineke.
And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
A 1st down throw for Heineke.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Off the play fake, Heineke.
Well, this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
To throw is Heineke.
And that is incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Well, I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the 2nd half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
He'll air this one out for Mims.
He's got a man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Denzel Mims.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off near the 34. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Now Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Wilson's throw here into the hands of Moore. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught by Mims. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Denzel Mims. 45 yards. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Heineke. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Heineke on 1st down. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To the air again, Heineke. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Throwing, Heineke. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, 38 yards. And Washington able to cut into that deficit.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And they got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a big play that time by the Jets. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now it's Wilson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. They'll run it with Coleman. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. It's Coleman here. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Tevin Coleman taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. So 4th and goal. Their head coach gave that offensive line one more chance to punch it in, and this time they were successful.
They certainly paid off the coach's confidence, didn't they? And how about the fact that they stayed with the ground game? Because a lot of times in that situation, partner, we see teams try and roll the quarterback out, give him a little run-pass option, and treat it like a two-point conversion play. In this case, they went with a little bit more power and got it done.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Johnson. And not much there at all, as he'll get this only up to about the 11. On 3rd down, Johnson. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Here comes Carter. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that.
That's caught at the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 1st down, Heineke. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. One last shot now for Heineke. And this has dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how